Hey everybody, it's Mary Catherine from Transformational Love, Life and Self-Love. Playful Abundance Challenge. How are we getting on? I just wanted to check in and see if anybody is playing with me out there. Welcome, Christy, my love. It's late here, by the way, so I'm not staying on too long, but I had a most magnificent Beyond Quantum Healing session with somebody there, a lady, and I'm just like awestruck, I suppose, by how the message that came through in that hypnosis session was all about play. I mean, I know we are what we attract, but it was just like, what? And one of the, like, what the source I am said, right? And I'm just going to read out, but just because it felt so profound when I heard it. To be playful is a purpose. And I was just, because I was like, I hadn't thought about it that way before. I think I had a perspective of it's purposeless, but something we can do, if that makes sense, something we can be and do. But then I realized actually being, that is the purpose. And sometimes being playful is the actual purpose some of us come to this earth with right now. And it feels like, just like when I was going through this session with her, it was just source light energy coming in saying, we're releasing the old, the dark, the dance, and we're entering into this new frequency where play and inspiration and light and love want to be anchored in more. That inner child, awe and wonder wants to be anchored in more. And it is our purpose to access that, activate that, vibrate in that. And it was really quite humbling because I could feel that energy as I was working with this beautiful soul, like gorgeous soul. Hi, Erica. Hi, Jason. And Lavanda, I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome. It was just a little bit mind-blowing, and I'm still like coming down because it was a most magnificent session and a lot of fairy energy. And of course, fairy, I'm Irish, so there's a lot of fairies in our folklore, in our legends. I grew up with it. My grandmother used to talk about the fairies. But I realize when I'm seeing it through the eyes of source, the fairy frequency, the fairy vibration through the eyes of source is very light and playful. Because I know in my culture there would have been a bit of fear around the fairies. We didn't know what they were, So I was like, sure, they're known as very playful energies, very light energies. And that was coming through in that session I had with this lady as well. And it was just, oh God, the whole thing was delicious. It was just gorgeous. I'm so humbled to have been able to impart that. But to really fully feel that energy and that embodiment of play, because anywhere, and I'm closing my eyes because I'm kind of like in it when I'm closing my eyes, but it was just like some limiting beliefs came up around it. And I have something similar where, that way where you're like playing and then you get guilty. You're like, I shouldn't be playing, I should be working. Right? The should. Stop shooting on ourselves. Welcome, Ellen. And I was like, right, anywhere I have that, I'm releasing that belief. Anywhere there's that guilt associated with it, because I know a lot of that comes kind of down to our childhoods and perhaps how we assimilated or took on any patterns or programs or beliefs from our parents, whether we were exuberant children, maybe loud, and we're told to be quieter. And there's that dampening down, or perhaps we were shamed for playing too loudly, too much, too robustly, whatever it was. It's like anywhere our spirit was dampened, essentially, whether not on purpose, perhaps even unconsciously. But it's for us our responsibility now for us to reaccess that, to rediscover it, to bring in that awe and that wonder, and just laugh more. I have been like looking to laugh more. And today I went out again and I just watched. I find this easy to do is when I watch kids, like they're not my kids, watching strangers' kids play. I can just laugh, like, because I can just see it. You see all this unfolding of joy, and it's quite hilarious. And how they just go up poking things and pulling at things and tearing things asunder in their discovery and curiosity. And how sometimes I want to do that and I hold back because it's not appropriate. Right? You just want to go, what does that feel like? And stick your finger in. Doesn't come out right. I think you know what I mean when I say that. Jean, hi. Welcome, Mandy. So I really just wanted to get across, play actually is a purpose. To be in play is a purpose. It is not frivolous. It is not something that we should ignore or dampen down or hide from, but to actually embody fully. And one of the things, and I don't think this lady would mind me saying this, but one of the belief structures that I've seen come up in other people as well is if we're too fun, perhaps we're making others feel not fun or at the expense of. If we have too much fun, that means somebody somewhere isn't. It's like there's not enough fun to go around. And again, we're like limiting ourselves in that. Or perhaps if it's like parents, hi Jean, and one is considered the fun parent and one is perhaps not as exuberant, does the fun parent have guilt at that? So anywhere we have anything that's holding us back or limiting us, I'm just inviting that to be released or send it revoked right now. Thank you. I'm sitting with the one play as a purpose, and how can I embody that right now? If part of my purpose on earth right now is to embody play, what does that look like? And I am asking this question every evening, because every evening something new comes up. And I know when I ask, I receive some new information. Even the fact that this lady booked a session with me, a Beyond Quantum Healing session with me, that ended up completely, 90% of it was around play. It's just a sign from the universe for me as well, that I get to experience that in another way, even through my work. How glorious is this? Honestly, it's just delicious. I love it. So folks, let me know how you're getting on with bringing more play into your life. I would love to see it. I would love to hear it. I would love you to comment below and let me know, because I know I feed off that, it's like receiving for me. I receive off that. Thank you. And yeah, I'm gonna just go to bed with this smile on my face. Just it feels like a confirmation from source for me, even more. Actually, and as I go to sleep tonight, dream time, right? Dream time. Some of what the fairies had said in this session, the energy or the frequency of what we would call fairy, a lot of the messages passing through is through sleep time. Because their frequencies are quite high, it's like we can receive it during sleep. And of course, a lot of their messages around play, but connection to Gaia as well. And that frequency and vibration that we anchor in of play helps Gaia, helps Earth, helps healing, helps growth, renewal. So there's just so much connections here for me after that session. And I really want to thank that lady. Thank you so much for that wonderful Beyond Quantum Healing session, in case you're watching this. Lorelei, it's lovely to see you. How are you doing? It's been a while. Are you coming back to Ireland anytime, actually? Anyhow, my folks, my beautiful people, let me know how you're getting on with bringing more play in, and how can it become part of your purpose on life right now? What would it bring you to focus? If we had that focus with everything, that lightness, that joyful lightness, instead of, our interactions with people, whether they're people that work on the buses or in shops or, just walking by on the street or at work or in schools or wherever they are, that we have that lightness and that playful, it's not so heavy to have an interaction, social play, that's kind of what I was calling it. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. It's quite late here where I am, and I'm going to wind down because that was a long session. It was 3.5 hours long. It's a long session, but amazing. Anyway, my beauties, goodbye. Leave me comments. Let me know, how are you bringing play into your life, and how good does that feel? And when we're in play, don't forget we're in flow. The flow of source is coming through us. Therefore, it's the opportune time to manifest, calling in your intentions. and your dreams and your desires for 2020. What's not to love around that? All right. Mwah. Bye.